Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode number 14 of our Islanders GM mode. So, in last episode, we simmed the remainder of the season, and we also made a trade at the deadline. We did not make the playoffs, but we made a nice trade. We traded Andrew Ladd just to get rid of his salary, pretty much, to the Calgary Flames. In exchange, we also gave up some prospect guy, but he was a 7th round pick, so he wasn't going to turn out to be much. But we picked up Matthew Tkachuk, a nice left wing power forward, medium elite, for our team. So now we have obviously our two top left wingers of the future in Tkachuk and Dalcoli, which is very nice. And then we have some nice playmakers and snipers as well on our top 6 as well as that. So it wasn't a successful year. We didn't make the playoffs, not like last year where we made it against Tampa Bay in the second round, but this year is a bit of a rebuilding year, and hopefully we come out next year with a good playoff push and some good prospects in our lineup. So but what's good news is our AHL team is in the playoffs, so our youngsters like Anthony Beauvillier and a few other guys will get to play in the playoffs. So in round 1 we're up against the Springfield Thunderbirds. They're the Florida Panthers NHL affiliates. So let's just see how we do. So we're gonna sim the first 3 games. Hopefully we don't get swept. But yeah, so there's a loss and there's a win. So at least it's going 4 games. Nick Spalling's been injured with a mild concussion for the AHL club. So yeah, some of these guys we could let go definitely because they're just AHL players. But a lot of our youngsters are in the lineup. So let's see, who can we put in that first line to replace. I don't even know who I want to put in there. Oh, sorry about that. I guess we'll just put a Holmstrom in there. I don't even know. He's another guy, I think. We didn't draft him. Okay. But Anthony Beauvillier is one of our young guys that we're looking to grow nicely. And then Alan Quinn, he won't be really the play on the NHL team, and then Sundstrom could potentially play on our bottom 6, but he's still a minor scoring forward. So, but yeah, that's our AHL team's lineups currently. And yeah, see our goaltending, both of these guys could be in the NHL next year, like Gibson. I don't know about, but definitely Soderstrom probably will grow again, and hopefully he makes it next year. So yeah, we lose in overtime, so now we're on the brink of elimination, and we win. So it's going to a game 5 in the AHL. So also, if you guys didn't know, in the AHL, for some reason the first series is always 5 games. Don't know why, but it is. So we're up 1-0. Jonathan Marchessault, they tied up. Corbin Knight. Come on, AHL team. Holy crap, we're being outshot badly. 30 something to like 10. I think it was like 6 only shots to start the third period. So we got very lucky to get a goal on a little amount of shots. Oh, and Jace Howerluck takes the lead for the Thunderbirds. And it looks like we're going to get eliminated. Yep, we got eliminated in round number 1 for our AHL team. So that's not good. So, but at least we'll get up to the draft. That means right away. Let's go up to June 4th. I think it is when they announce the player awards usually. And who won the cup. So let's just simulate all the way up there. And we'll have to send out our scout probably a few times. Nick Spalling's back. It doesn't really matter because the playoffs are over for the AHL club anyways. Koblos is also back for the AHL club. Koblos is actually turning out to be decent. 71 or something, I think, and he's our 7th round pick from year number 1. So hopefully he turns out to be decent. So scouting assignment. Let's see, where have we not scouted? Anything in the rest of the world? No. Let's go to Sweden for forwards since they have a lot of forwards. Why not? So that should do it up to the end of the playoffs, I think. So we might get in, or maybe here we're going to get who won the cup. Yep. So the St. Louis Blues, we were thinking of making a trade with them. They end up winning the Stanley Cup, and the Grand Rapids Griffins take the AHL. So Detroit's NHL affiliate. Or AHL affiliate. So yeah, let's go look at the player awards before we get onto the draft. So player awards, yeah, and then we'll look at the playoff tree as well, see how they got there. So Stanley Cup, obviously St. Louis Blues. So in the 3 years that we've done so far, it's been Chicago, Nashville, and St. Louis. So I think those teams are all in the Central Division as well. So looks like the Central is kicking ass right now. President's Trophy was the Tampa Bay Lightning, and it was the St. Louis Pittsburgh Stanley Cup Finals. So pretty good finals series, it looks like. Art Ross went to Malkin this year. Stamkos gets to Hart. Shea Weber gets to Norris. Lady Byng goes to Tyler Seguin. And yep, Michael Dal Colle won the Calder Memorial Trophy for us guys. So Rookie of the Year is Michael Dal Colle, so that's nice. Jake Allen gets the Conn Smythe in the playoffs. Andre Vasilevsky gets the Vezina. The William M. Jennings goes to Carey Price. Dylan Hetherington getting the Bill Masterton. Jordan Staal gets his third straight Frank J. Selke Trophy. Stamkos gets the Ted Lindsay for the second time in 3 years. And the Maurice Richard goes to Steven Stamkos. So that's the NHL awards. Let's just see if any of our AHL guys got any awards. Doesn't look like it right now. Looks like mostly Manitoba Moose players. Yeah. So no awards in the AHL either. But that's that. So let's sim up to the draft. And hopefully there's something good available. I don't know if... Yeah, I think we'll be eligible to... for the draft lottery. So hopefully we move up and draft a few spots. So yeah, we did move up a lot actually, I think, or maybe not. I don't know if we finished that low in the league, but we have the 7th overall pick this year, so we might have moved up in the draft a lot. I guess we'll check when we go up against second round. So let's just view the retired players. So Carlo Koliakovo, the AHL guy that we signed, or we had in the AHL this year, he retired at age 36. So that's yeah, that's well known. Or well, I don't even know what I'm gonna say, but anyways, not a bad career, I guess. 167 career points in 549 games. So one of our first retirements, other than Jason Chimera in year number 1. And Yaroslav Halak did not retire, so we might have to let him go to free agency this year because of Soderstrom, and because he's getting a bit older, and I think he's dropping off of it too. So that's the retirements for our team. Let's check around the entire league, see if there's been any huge retirements. There's probably has been a few. So yeah, the person who retired, Joe Thornton retires with 1,500 career points, pretty much, almost 1,600. Henrik Zetterberg also retires. Thomas Vanek retires. Patrick Sharp, Duncan Keith, Zdeno Chara, Vermette. A lot of these well-known guys from the early 2000s and stuff like that. So yeah, those are the retirements. Not going to show you every single one of them, obviously. And goaltending, let's see if there's any big goalies that retired this year. So Ilya Brzgalov retired. Ray Emery retired. Peter Budaj, Justin Peters, Hannu Toivonen, Rob Zepp, Brad Thiessen, some other guys, and yeah, Cedric Desjardins, all those type of players. So nobody really. But it looks like Kyle Dumba, this goalie that retired 21, he's a 21-year-old low AHL starting goalie. I think that looks like Matthew Dumba's brother, because his last name is Dumba, but like look at his face, it looks like Matthew Dumba. So I think that's Matthew Dumba's brother. Don't know why he retired. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, let's go on to the draft. Hopefully we get something good at the 7th overall pick. I don't think we finished out low in the standings. I'll check quickly as well. I think we might have moved up in the draft a few spots, but I could be wrong. Maybe we did just have a really bad season. But it's not that bad to get a 7th overall pick. I think we need to look for a defenseman or something, because we don't still have a lot of good defensive prospects. So let's just check the entire league standings and see if we did actually finish that low. So let's see. Sort the opposite way around. So let's see. So this would be the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. We moved back, and it looks like we could have had the 6th overall pick, but it looks like we moved back a spot. So I guess it wasn't that bad, but So yeah, 7th overall pick this year. Yeah, let's start it up. I think we actually traded away one of our picks for this year, but I can't remember what we traded up. So let's just look at who's supposed to go in the top 10 before the draft actually starts. So top 5, power forward, high top 6, P Young. Let's see. Yeah, he's probably gonna go in first or something. Pat Young from the United States. There's a right winger, Mikhail Denisov, a Russian. Hugo Dupont from Halifax Mooseheads, I think it said. Francis Toms, so some young guys there. There's a defenseman, but I don't think we're going to be able to get him. Alexander Zhamnov would be nice, but no. Wayne Mewey, I don't know how to pronounce that. There's Grellinger, who's supposed to go in the top 10, and Lidstrom, so looks like we could go get one of these guys. One's an offensive defenseman, one's a defensive defenseman. So yeah, we could go after one of these guys. Let's just quickly check. Grellinger's 20 years of age, and Lidstrom's 19. So, but with a last name like Lidstrom, he might be like just saying Nicholas Lidstrom's son. So we might draft that guy. There's also other forward guys, Fred Percy, which we don't really need because he's a center, and Fred Hoyle, who's also a center. So I think we go after Lidstrom or Grellinger, probably Lidstrom because he's younger, but Grellinger could step into the team in a few years, and he's an offensive defenseman. So we'll see if any of the guys get taken before us. But yeah, so the Rangers have the first round overall pick, and then it's Vancouver, Detroit, New Jersey, Edmonton, Toronto, us, Columbus, Nashville, and Arizona for the first 10. So let's sim the first pick and see what the Rangers grab. So they grab Toms. So our rival's getting a right wing sniper. That's good for them. Vancouver has the second pick, and they pick up that offensive defenseman. So Zhamnov going to the Canucks. So I guess the Canucks are getting a replacement for Edler because they traded Edler at the trade deadline to the Pittsburgh Penguins. So third pick is Young, Pat Young, the left wing power forward. So okay, that's nice pickup for Detroit. New Jersey goes with Denisov, who turns out to be a high top 9, so I think they just made a mistake by choosing him. But Edmonton still has a nice pick here, so let's see what Edmonton grabs. They grab Hugo Dupont, who is a left wing sniper, so another nice player for Edmonton. And another nice player also here for Toronto, which is going to be Mewey, which is a medium top 6. So looks like we have our choice between the two defensemen and those centers, which we don't really need centers because we already have a lot of good young centers. So I think we're gonna go with, let's just check. We didn't even scout Grellinger really, and did we scout Lindstrom really at all? No, we didn't. Either a defensive defenseman or an offensive defenseman. We have had a defensive defenseman in Hamonic, but Hamonic hasn't really put up much points. Grellinger's an offensive defenseman, which is something we don't have, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna go at Grellinger, but I'm gonna be probably getting pissed off if Lidstrom's like an elite. So Grellinger's a medium top 4 defenseman, so that's a very nice pickup for us to help our young defensive core, or will help get our defensive core better. There's been some trades, it looks like already. Yeah, it looks like there's been a few trades or some trading block things. Let's just see how Lidstrom goes. So Lidstrom is also a medium top 4 defenseman, so we did not lose out, it looks like. So he goes to the Columbus Blue Jackets. I guess we'll check how he grows over the years. Percy, medium top 6, goes to the Nashville Predators, and Hoyle goes to Arizona. So yeah, let's just sim to user pick. I think we traded away our second this year, or it could have been next year's, I don't remember. But yeah, let's just see if we could pick up anything nice at this draft other than our nice first round pick. So yeah, we traded away our second and third, which is really bad to do this year. So we have a 4th round pick now. Let's see, is there any exact players? Exact bottom 6, nothing huge. So in the 4th round, there's another defenseman. What's his name? Mikhail Mironov. He has good shot blocking and good defensive awareness. He could be decent. There's also Levo, Mäkinen, some Finnish guys. One's a Finnish power forward, actually. That might be not that bad. Levo. He's 18 too, so yeah, I think I'm going to go with Levo, left wing, power forward, 18 years of age. Let's see how he turns out. Medium bottom 6 forward. Okay, that's not too bad. Would be nice to have a nice Finnish power forward on the bottom 6. And yeah, the rest of it, I think we're going to sim the rest of it. Yeah, let's just sim the rest. And see what else the computer got us. So the computer got us Al Gallant, R. Bembridge, and C. McKinnon. So we got a McKinnon on the team. Don't know how good he is, but we'll see when we go to the resign stage. So yeah, I think we'll just do the resign stage in this episode as well. And in the next episode, which is also going to be a pre-recorded episode for you guys. So you guys are going to be seeing the next episode on Friday. Yeah, it is going to be like the free agency and the start probably of the season, not far into the season, but yeah. So yeah, contracts. Let's see who we have to sign. I know there's a few guys that we have to sign for sure, big guys, but we could definitely get rid of Halak this year, which is going to be a bit of a bummer. But let's see. So Melker Karlsson is a big one there. So Dal Coley definitely needs a contract, and he wants 4.9 for 4 years. How much cap space do we have? 21.5 mil. So not a lot of cap space actually. So yeah, let's talk Dal Coley down to 4.8 for 4 years. That'll take him till he's 27. So Michael Dal Coley, and definitely we want Josh Hosang back. He wants a 2-way contract, so maybe we'll keep him in the AHL this year. I don't know. Matt Finn could play in the AHL as well, I think, unless we'll leave those guys just in case our prospects are good enough. So yeah, let's check UFAs. Sorry if my phone's ringing again. It's just telemarketers. So UFAs, we don't have anybody huge for UFAs actually that we need to sign. Looks like at least Gabriel Velarde, though, our first round pick from year number 1, he's up to a 72, so I think we definitely give him a contract. Obviously this year we're not going to release him, so yeah, let's give Velarde a contract for the AHL club, $900,000 for 3 years. Mark Fane we could definitely release, and Elias Lindholm's lost morale because of that. Chiasson, we could get him back for some depth, probably $1 million for 1 year. Yeah, I'll get him back for 1 year. It's pretty decent. Sundstrom, he wants a 2-way deal. We'll get him back for the HL club. Marchessault, how much does he want? He wants a 1-way deal. We're going to release Marchessault because we don't actually need him. And same with Nick Spalling. Most of those good vet guys. Malcolm Karlsson, we're going to talk him down to 3.5 for 1 year if we can. Just because Malcolm Karlsson, he's put up decent points, but... And Calvin DeHaan, I don't know if we need Calvin DeHaan, really. Like, he hasn't really grown that much. Goaltending-wise, let's just quickly check who we have to sign for goalies. Any RFA goalies? Soderstrom. So, Soderstrom wants a 1-way deal, so he's probably going to be in the NHL this year. So, we'll give him $1 million for 3 years. He's listed as a backup, so we're definitely going to have to release a lot, guys. Yeah, and Kemper could be one of those goalies as well. So yeah, we're gonna release Halak, I think, or yeah, I think Halak's gonna drop off this year. He's gonna definitely retire probably after this year. How much does he want for 1 year? Yeah, he only wants $1 million, so he's definitely gonna drop off, I think, a lot. So we're gonna release him before that problem happens. Darcy Kemper wants a bit more, so we're gonna give him 1.4 for 1 year. There you go. And Gibson, we're going to get you back for the AHL club, so that's good. RFAs, it's good. Let's just check forwards again. So Matt Finn, I'd like to get back for the AHL club, I think. But let's just quickly check our unsigned players to see if there's anybody who's grown a lot. So Grellinger's actually at 68 right out of the draft. I don't know if I want to play him yet. And then Saarinen, our first round pick from last year. Our second round pick, my bad. Because Saarinen, he's a 68 as well, so 2 68s. Soderlund 66. So yeah, it doesn't look like we need to sign anybody really from our prospects. So McKinnon's a low AHL top 6 forward. That guy was drafted this year. Bembridge is a medium AHL top 6 forward, 62, not bad. Levo's a 65 right out of the draft, so that's actually pretty decent for an 18-year-old. And there's his statistics, so he's got pretty good stats all around, actually. It's pretty good. And let's just check Rellinger's stats. So he's got 3-star defense, 3-star shooting, and 3.5-star skating. So he looks like he could be a very fast offensive and a bit good defensively player. So yeah, I guess he's a good offensive defenseman. Hopefully he makes the team in a few years. So yeah, that's that. Let's just check. Did they draft? Yeah, they drafted us a medium French start goalie. Since we got rid of Halak and Soderstrom's going to be playing on the NHL team, we have to sign this guy to play in our HL club. This is $750,000, so he's going to play on our HL team. So let's go back to RFAs. So Matt Finn could definitely get a contract. Verhaeghe, we could give a contract. And Burrows, though, I'd rather have Tarasov in the lineup. So we're going to release you. And in UFAs, is there anybody that we didn't sign yet? We offer Velarde and Dezika. You know what? Sure, we'll give you a contract, but I don't know if you're going to be even that good for us. So yeah, let's just see how that works out. And then if there's anybody else we need to re-sign. And then we'll see if we have any cap space left over to make any free agent signings. So, advance a day. So, did we get any of the big boys back? So Alex Chiasson doesn't want to play here anymore. Okay, so that's fine. Because then we could just pick up a new depth guy. So, it looks like most of the big guys are going to accept. Yep, Dalcoli accepted. Hosang, Velarde. So, basically our future picks, our future guys. But Alex Chiasson does not want to play here anymore, probably because we've had him as a depth player. So, yeah, we're going to have to look for a new depth forward, probably. Oh, yeah, and we didn't sign Calvin DeHaan. Jeez, I just realized. Did I put Sim to free agency? Shit, I might have went right Sim to free agency right away, which is something I didn't want to do. I wanted to just go to advanced day. What the hell's even going on? This is like simming like way past. What day is it now? What the hell? Fucking Christ, EA. It's at July 16th now. I pressed sim advance a day, and it's simmed past the free agent signing. So, looks like we lost DeHaan, which means we need a top 6 defenseman now. Mazeros, no thank you, because he's way too old. Andres Suster, how much cap space do we have? 11.475. So, looks like Andres Suster might be the best bet for top 6 defenseman. Yeah, because he's the youngest. So, let's see, Andres Suster. We're going to give you $4 million, right? Actually, no, there's no other teams actually interested in him. So, we're going to give you $4 million for 3 years. Just to replace DeHaan. So, that is kind of a stupid thing, that glitch. I don't know if it was a glitch or what. And we need to find a depth player to replace Chiasson. So I guess we could potentially just sign Marchessault again. So yeah, we'll give Marchessault $1 million for 2 years as a depth player on our team. Anybody else? Radulov's actually listed as a depth player as well. So yeah, we're gonna give Radulov a contract for a depth guy for 1 year only though. And yeah, that should be good. Anybody with good potential? Thomas Yurko, but he's too old. Well, he's not really that old, but still. Morgan Klimchuk is a bit older. Anybody still very young, like 20 years of age with good potential? Doesn't look like it. So, 21 medium bottom 6. No thanks. So, yeah, that's probably all we could do for free agency. Kind of stupid, though, that, like, is I literally, I'm pretty sure I went advanced a day, and it literally simmed all the way up to mid-July, which is definitely not what I wanted. So, we end up losing some players, like, or one player like Calvin DeHaan, which is, I could have signed him back. So, Marchessault accepted, Radulov accepted, and Suster rejected. Apparently he wants to win now, so that's not good. So we need to find still a new defenseman. So we might have to sign someone like Mazaros, who's probably going to be dropping off at this free agency. So Grossman, actually, he's older than Mazaros. Anybody? Carl Gunnarsson. Yeah, let's go with Gunnarsson. He's an 81, which is not very good. We're going to give him a 1 year deal at 2.5. just so he does sign with us. Hopefully he does it right. Let's go 2.55 since we have the cap space. And let's just check goalies quickly, even though we don't really need any goalies. Yeah, there's nothing really good for goaltending. There's Eddie Lack and Hutchinson and Gustafson, but yeah, it doesn't look like anything huge for goaltending. So yeah, we're just gonna leave it like that. Hopefully, yeah, we signed Gunnarsson. So, will he sign with us? Come on, Gunnarsson. I think he just came off a Stanley Cup win with St. Louis too. So, not bad. Yep, there you go, Carl Gunnarsson. 84 overall. It says now. That's nice. So we signed those 3 guys for like depth players / replacements. So Marchessault is happy to be here, I guess. Good. Okay, so I guess we're already gonna sim up to next season, and actually, yeah, we'll end this episode right here. So yeah, those are our free agent signings. Kind of stupid with that glitch thing. Hopefully, it wasn't a bit of a. Hopefully, they didn't backfire. Like, hopefully, DeHaan doesn't score like say a Stanley Cup winning goal now against us. Like, if we go up against the team he signed with, in free agency. But yeah, so that's gonna do, guys, for this episode. We'll see you guys back up here with the next episode, which would be episode number 15. So thanks for watching. See you guys next time.